The opinions expressed in the video you are about to see are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
This is an all-new boat from Beneteau. It's the Trawler Gran Turismo 49. I'm going to put it through a full test and performance evaluation. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve.
The Gran Turismo 49 comes in two versions, one with a flybridge and one without. Clearly, we'll be testing the flybridge version, the addition of which adds an upper helm and gathering area, plus 1,984 pounds or 900 kilograms to her empty weight. Our test boat is powered by a pair of 435 horsepower Volvo Penta D6 diesels connected to the IPS 600 pods. The engine compartment has a bit of a tight installation due to the tender garage, but there's still access for the daily engine checks through a hatch in the cockpit. There are two hatches in the foredeck with a windlass underneath. There's an open section of starboard that allows you to manage any tangles in the anchor rod, and a remote control operates the windlass. At the flybridge helm, the digital Volvo Penta engine controls are mounted nearly vertically. The joystick is mounted similarly, but it's still functional. To the right are the twin EVC displays. Just ahead of the engine controls are the trim tab controls. To the left is another EVC display, and below is an autopilot. Off to the left is the 12-inch nav display, and while it's angled towards the captain, having it in front of the observer allows for another active participant in the navigation. The lower helm is outstanding. The seat is double wide, adjusts fore and aft, and has a flip-up bolster. There's a fixed footrest down below that doesn't seem to affect the space behind the helm.
The 120 widescreen displays are angled just so that they fall naturally to my eye without having to move myself to get visibility from them. Autopilot control is right at my hand. And the Volvo Penta flat screen display is also within clear view.
When docking, the visibility to the swim platform is blocked, but visibility out the side is great. There's an opening window to both sides, which came in handy on test day. There's a huge windshield, and thankfully the defrosters weren't forgotten. Now let's get to the performance features. Our Trawler Gran Turismo 49 Fly had a length overall of 51 feet 2 inches, a beam of 14 feet 1 inch, and she draws only 2 feet 4 inches of water. With an empty weight of 27,550 pounds, 90% fuel, and 4 people on board, we had a test weight of 31,570 pounds. With the twin 435 horsepower Volvo Penta D6 engines and IPS 600 pods doing the heavy work, we reached a top speed of 26.7 knots at 3450 RPM. At that speed, we were burning 43.3 gallons per hour, or 163.9 liters per hour for a range of 191 nautical miles. Best cruise was found to be at 3,300 RPM and 24.9 knots. Now we had a fuel burn of 38.3 gallons per hour, or 144.98 liters per hour for a range of 201 nautical miles. We had a quick time to plane of 9 seconds and reached 20 miles per hour in 6.9 seconds. When turning at full speed, like any other boat with pod drives, the turn is just a bit wide due to the fact that you don't get full range of motion from the pods at full speed, but I still found the high-end turn to be efficient. As I back off the speed to half throttle, the turn tightens up and we come around in roughly 2 to 3 boat lengths. There's a 5-degree bank angle in the turns.
So making sure the area is clear once again, and I'll make a turn to port, and as I come around to port, now that 5-degree bank has the hardtop coming down a little bit, blocking the horizon, but I still have no problem seeing if I just duck down a little bit, so it's not really pivotal that you have the area cleared before you make that turn. I've still got good visibility throughout the turn. My only concern are the large window mullions that are blocking your visibility on the sides.
On accelerating, there's a roughly 8-degree bow rise, and once on plane, the 49 settles into a 5-degree bow high attitude. What all this means is that you never lose sight of the horizon, even from the lower helm. Overall handling was quite nice, with the 49 cutting through our self-generated waves with ease, showing no signs of pounding or harsh re-entry that we've seen with other boats in class.
Bringing the trim tabs fully up, I'm still at about a 5-degree bow high attitude. I've still got clear view of the horizon. Now we've got the windows that we can open and close on both sides, and that gives you nice flow-through ventilation.
And of course, we won't bother with docking performance, as this is a pod-driven boat and therefore easy for anyone to dock.
Well, that's our test and full performance evaluation of the Trawler Gran Turismo 49 by Beneteau. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.